Hey, it's Marco. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Everything's fine. I just want to discuss this matter with you and Vic and this yacht master. So basically, whenever you put a deposit on a watch that we own, that would entail a refundable deposit because we already own the watch. We did not have the watch that you committed to, so therefore we had to go pay above what we would normally pay for a watch that we would never normally stock for these prices. Therefore, we got it on your behalf. So this is why we tell people like these deposits are not refundable whenever you back out of a watch that we bought on your behalf. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. No one ever told me any of this. So I never had any context on any of this. So that's just
Oh,
that
okay.
was the issue. I get it. I understand it's cost of doing business and it's
Yeah.
fine, but like, no one told me what the rules were. No one even told me like you got to send a wire, and then I don't order the. You guys don't actually ask for the watch until you guys see a wire from me. Like none of that got through to me.
Who
So
did who did
I
you
kind of was like,
primarily? Who primarily dealt with Vic?
yeah, and he's great. I've
Okay.
great respect for him. Like, I think he thought I knew the process, but the last watch I bought from you guys, I just came in there and just,
Just paid.
we
You
did
just
a
bought it
deal.
outright.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
I didn't know the logistical process, and so I was waiting for the watch to come in, and then I was going to send the wire, and he just kept saying it's not in yet, it's not in yet, and then he calls me like a couple days later. He's like, "Oh, we need your wire first before we actually have them send the watch," and I was just like, "What?" And then, so like I waited a week to try to get the watch, and then I got like after that I was just kind of like jaded to be honest with you.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that's kind of how it all came down. I know that I'm fine giving you guys the $2,000. I bought some watches from you. I sold some watches to you guys. I just was curious, like, what the process was because I don't think I had all the details. Truthfully, that's it.
Okay, that's understandable. And
I
definitely,
mean, if you can flip the watch and make money on it without the 2,000, great. If not, you can keep the 2,000. But I want to be a repeat customer, and I want this to
absolutely.
go.
Well,
I'm a guy
listen,
that's definitely gonna buy like a lot more watches from you guys.
I'll tell you
So
what. I'm pretty fair. Simply because you didn't, this wasn't communicated to you. What I will do for you is I will sell the watch if it has to sell for a loss. All I ask is, maybe you just cover the loss with us. That's all. Because I mean,
yeah,
if we can break even, then don't even worry about it, dude. I'll just try to get us out of the watch. It's just the problem is like
okay,
we paid pretty strong to stock it for you,
I got
and
it.
then I guess there was a lack of communication, which then I can understand. But yeah, so just
Yeah,
moving forward, typically, anytime anybody anywhere, I guess in this industry buys a watch on your behalf with a deposit, just understand
okay.
moving forward that deposit would be non-refundable. Now,
Okay. I mean,
sometimes.
if you want to keep the deposit until you sell the watch and then refund me the delta if there is a loss, that's
Mhm.
fine. Or I
like
can
I
get the
said, if I
deposit back.
like I said, if I break even on this, that's fine. Don't even worry
Okay.
about it. The only reason you'd lose a deposit is because if I had to sell this tomorrow, I'm gonna lose money no matter what. But if you're okay holding off until this watch sells, and I couldn't tell you exactly when it'll sell, but being that it's a Rolex, it will sell. We'll just try to break even.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you got it for 25. I mean, I couldn't find anything for 25, so hopefully you guys make some money on it. But you
Right.
let me know. You let me know, and in the interim, just keep the deposit, and we'll just chat whenever it sells.
So if there is
I'm
any
glad we got the
loss,
logistics.
yeah, and I'm sorry that wasn't communicated to you. I'll definitely train everybody up on that so that moving forward, whenever these deals happen like this, they know the protocol.
No worries, man. I'm just used to buying them kind of in person, so I just didn't know how this worked. So thank you.
All good, all good. All right, well, you got my number. If you need anything at all, just shoot me a text.
All right, Marco. Appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you. Okay, so Vic, run me through this deal with Chris because it sounds like I just got off the phone with Chris, and what I'm understanding is you collected a deposit from him, right?
Right.
Okay, so it sounds like you collected a deposit from him, but maybe you didn't tell him the whole policy around non-refundable deposits when we're using these deposits to go allocate watches for them.
Correct. I mean, so pretty much he texted me. I think you actually gave me or him my point of contact. So
Right.
he sent me the watch he wants, put a call out, located that watch, and pretty much told them for me to get that watch
Sure.
sent to us, need a deposit.
Sure.
So no questions asked. He was okay with that. Did a $2,000 deposit. we didn't go into depth as far as if it's refundable, not refundable. So cool. I allocate the watch, get it sent, and it took a few days, you know, coming from who we sourced it from.
Right.
And within that time frame is when the wire was being processed. He was paying for the watch, but he hadn't done the wire yet. Told me, hey, changed my mind, got cold feet, but we already paid for that watch.
Now, okay, just so, because I'm trying to listen to both of you. So it sounds like he changed his mind because he got frustrated with the process. Because from what I understand, he bought the watch with a deposit. The watch did not come first. It sounded like he was told to send a wire first before the watch arrives to us.
So
That's kind of what he said. Does that make sense?
So I didn't realize he was local. So
Okay.
obviously if we're shipping out a watch, we got to have full funds in-house. So if somebody reaches out to me saying, hey, trying to buy a watch, I explain the process. Say, hey, if I get this watch, for me to get it, $2K deposit. We have to have wires in-house 24 hours before we can send it out.
Okay. So you
so
didn't.
that may be in confusion. You know,
All
as far
right.
as,
So here's what I want you to work on. Moving forward, whenever you just need to slow down just a little bit, make sure your processes are thorough for every step you're taking. So whenever you fact find and you find out what this customer needs are, that's where you need to slow down. Because I feel like if you're rushing these processes, what happens is a lot of things get skipped and there's a lot of confusion down the road. At the end, he's confused. And at the end, you're confused because you didn't realize, one, he was a local, and two, he didn't understand the whole concept behind why there would be a non-refundable deposit.
Right.
So I think moving forward, you just need to just take your time and just make sure everybody that's, you know, if somebody's going to buy a watch, we don't have it, we're allocating it, absolutely make sure they understand the you know, the terms and conditions of how the, you know, deposits work. That way there's no confusion. As if he backs out, then he says, well, hey, I told you there was no, you know, refund on this deposit because we now own this watch. We paid for the watch.
Exactly.
I mean, people are pretty, you know, he understood the idea behind it. He just was never explained it to the beginning. So, and I understand his frustration because you got to understand they're not in the business we are, so it's our business to educate them on our process.
Absolutely.
So that's all I ask. Just slow down a little. Take your time with these guys. Definitely do more fact finding whenever you're engaging with a client. Make sure you let them know, you know, exactly what the steps are, and make sure they even repeat it back to you so they understand what the steps are.
I agree.
And then on top of that, do some fact finding onto where they are and so forth, because they might have an out of state number, but they might live here. So that way we can bring them into the store rather than keeping them in the dark. So I'd love to have, you know, him in the store with the deposit. That way it's like, okay, cool.
Right.
You can see everybody, you know. So that's all there is to it. I think otherwise everything is fine.
That'll work.
So basically what's going to happen now, and what I told them would happen is we'll try to sell the watch for break even. And if we break even, there's no sense to keep his deposit, because I feel like it's on us that the, you know, terms and conditions were not properly disclosed. So we just want to be fair about it. I mean,
Absolutely.
And in this situation, I don't feel like we were fair to our client. You know, not telling him, hey, this is a non-refundable deposit. Not to mention the process was dragged out because it sounds like, you know, our source maybe took their time in delivering the watch or whatever the reason was, and we didn't get it in time. Therefore, he got frustrated. Probably moved on to, you know, different ventures.
Yes, sir.
So, anyways, that's it.
All right.
Cool. Is remove the bracelet from the head of the watch, and the way you would do that is you would need one of these tools. It is a bracelet pick. So basically you would pick the spring bars and push them together and then pull the band out. It's pretty simple when you're doing it. It's hard to, you really need the feel. You need the feel for it to understand it properly, so it's hard to explain on video. But otherwise, moving along, first step is you want a screwdriver, and here's the most important part about this. Whenever you're using a screwdriver for your bracelet, it's absolutely crucial that you use the one that has the same width as the head of the screw, because if you use one that's too small, what's going to happen is you're going to torque it and you're going to actually booger up the screw and you're going to actually see damage. If you use one too big, then it just won't fit in. So moving on, the first thing you want to do is take the bracelet apart from end to end. So we know it goes on that side. So now we're just left with the clasp. You want to get that close so you have it ready for the next step. So the next step is this side is going to be more your permanent side. It's already good to go. I can pretty much go ahead and put that on. The tricky part here is getting this side correct. So the way you would do that is you're going to want to measure them. So it looks like it's going to go all the way to the last one. So I'm going to have to cut all this off up to here and then actually cut the shape of the link so that it matches the look of the link. And the way you do that is you got these notches and they are the size of a link. So I'll show you how we do that. Hopefully it doesn't give me any trouble. So here's the fun part. It's cutting this thing apart. You only get one try. So if you mess this up, you got to go buy another one. Yeah, well, I've done a few of these. Okay, so these are like the same size. So it's basically on your clasp for the. So basically, we're going to take this again, like I said, line it up. It's the last one. So we're going to go ahead and cut this one all the way off. Man, this razor sucks. This should glide right through. You see the difference? With a brush razor, it just cuts right out. So that's not going to be needed. So basically, again, we're going to shape the end of that. So if you guys have this, best way to do it is just go ahead and take the link, put it at the corner here, and then take your razor blade and just cut around it. Just make an incision. So now it should look like that, which allows it to plug in. You're gonna have to play with it too, because as you can see right now it's a little too thick, so I'll have to keep shaving it. And I probably have to cut it just a little shorter. Yeah, so just need to cut it. I mean, unless it fits better on this side. Nope, so we're just gonna have to shave just a fraction of the piece off. So now it just plugs right in. And if you have glide lock models, this will be hidden. Like this work would be hidden more so inside. But
glide lock still function? I know that one doesn't have it.
This one doesn't have it.
Right.
But it looks better on this side, so I'm gonna put it on this side.
Does the Easy Link still?
Everything still works the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing changes. So now we're ready for this part. So typically Rubber Bee includes their own spring bars, but the factory Rolex spring bars work just fine. So you can actually just squeeze them in by hand. They're not that hard to get in there. And if you got the right model, then they'll plug right in. So that's already done. Cool, that is it. That is how you install it. It's very simple.
Appreciate the help, man.
Yeah, try it on. How's it fit?
Oh, that was cool, man. Appreciate the help, man.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
It's carded, I think, for March this year. I mean, I got everything they got from you.
What'd you buy it for? You bought it new, right?
14.5, yeah.
14.5.
plus tax from you guys, yeah.
I'll buy it back for 13.5.
And,
If you trade it in.
yeah, for the
Trade it in 13.5.
for how much I need to add for this one, minus the tax and all.
We have one at 19. It's 2021 is 19,000. I don't know what the 2020 is.
Let me look at my cost real quick. So the 2021 is going to be 18.5.
So this is not that tried, right?
Yep.
Those are both March 2020.
Okay. So same price for them.
Yes, 18 each. This is the 2021. This one's 18.5.
Is there any difference or?
Honestly,
What
the year
condition?
you're gonna have
Condition wise.
that's February 2021. So you're gonna have a full year
Full
warranty
warranty.
longer on that watch.
So how much am I looking of adding for the sub?
If you want the 2021, it's $500 more times 0.0825. It's 412 in taxes plus 5,000. So there you go. 5412.50
For the
newest one. Yes. Yeah.
It was 40 something for the other. Like,
Yeah, minus 500 and some change.
So what can we do, because I don't have the card and the thing here? Is there any way I can pick up this watch and leave this and then bring you the stuff? You keep your card and I bring you mine or something, or what can we do? Of course I wired the mine.
If you will, let's see.
You see what I'm saying? I pick
Yeah.
the watch right now, wire the money right away. You take my watch. And
Can you
whenever
Zelle?
I bring the, yeah.
If you can Zelle me the difference,
Yeah.
give me a copy of your driver's license, then yeah, just bring me the card.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Actually, this one fits. That's it.
There you go. That was easy.
Hey, it's Marco. How are you?
So I was just wondering how it would work with me shipping my watch to you, and then, like I said, also what the difference would be from the Palooza to the Yachtmaster, what I would owe you.
Okay, so run me down from the top. So if you have exactly what?
2020 Palooza.
2020 Bluesy two-tone, and you want to trade it towards my Yachtmaster 2, correct?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just pull up my watch. Let me pull it up real quick. So you're looking, okay, so it's 16,750. So on your watch, we would pay, I mean, I would need to see pictures. I mean, obviously condition is everything. Did you send me pictures or no? I haven't got.
I did. I sent them to someone else. I think it was to Victor.
Oh, Victor. Let me pull in Vic.
So let me expand it.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, it's pre-owned, right? Yeah, it looks like it needs a polish. I can see it from here.
Yeah, it would just need like a light polish just to be like retail ready.
Okay, but it's got everything else. Otherwise, box cards, hang tags.
So I don't have the tags. I just have the card in the box.
Okay, card in the box. Okay, that's fine. So typically on these, we'll pay like $13.5 for stock. But with that being said, since you are trading it for another watch, you do save like a significant amount on the tax credit. So you know you do get a break on the taxes, because we'd have to charge you $16,750 plus your state's local sales tax, unless you live in a tax-free state.
Mine's 7%, so it'd be like 11-ish hundreds.
Well, let me just give you the numbers exact. Okay, so you said 7%. So your difference is $3,477.50
I mean, I want to do it. I think that he told me a higher price on trade.
for your watch.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 buyers in my company right now. It's just myself, and I'm training Alfred. So if anybody gives you numbers without consulting us, I can't, unfortunately, vouch for that. What did he offer you?
14.5.
14.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a 2020 Bluesy. Yeah, but just looking at it, just the fact that, I mean, it's going to need like significant repolishing, because I can just tell you right now the whole watch looks like it needs to be completely reconditioned for us to retail it, which is not a big deal. But yeah, typically on those we would like to be around 13.5, because I can get 14 to 15 on those, because the new ones are bringing 16 to 17.
Yeah, for sure. I know the thing about the situation is I know that you got that Yachtmaster price like pretty competitively, but
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's no way that you could even go to like 14 for me on it. Just because I literally just paid 15 for it, which I know isn't your issue, and I know obviously I paid 15 as a buyer, not as a a watch dealer, but. So I was just kind of trying to really get as close to that as I could.
Give me 1 second. Let me check what I've bought the last few for.
Because just in my head, also like even because I'm gonna buy this watch again. I like the Bluesy a lot. I just really like the Yachtmaster kind of more at this point.
Right.
And, like I said, my plan is to wind up buying this watch again down the road, and obviously for even 14, like I probably won't really be able to buy it again for 14. And like I said, the good deal on the Yachtmaster kind of sets that off. So
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm. Yeah, and that's because I'm looking at my buy prices, and it seems like I'm averaging that like 13.5. I bought one last month, and then this month I've gotten another one, a consignment at 14,000. I mean, if you're not in a rush, we could do a consignment deal where I could take it in and then sell it for you, and whatever it sells for, I can just take a small percentage off the top, which would obviously net you more money.
what would be like your absolute minimum that you would want with for cash with this watch for that?
Oh, that's kind of where I'm setting. I mean, look,
What was the number?
So we're at 3477.50. That's like with tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the tax isn't even bad, because I'm only taxing you on the difference. I'm not taxing you on the whole sum, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, let me just kick it around here for a little bit, and I'll get back to you either way.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. I'll talk to you soon.
So, we've got a 16610D serial. Looks like it's in really good shape. How long have you owned this?
About a year now.
Year?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Hold still right there.
2005.
2005. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So something like this, I'll typically pay $8, with just a watch in the papers. Because I'm gonna have the rest of the way I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to box it up and find the proper booklets and all that stuff, you know, to make it a complete kit. And then what else do you have?
I also have this Omega Seamaster that I'm looking to get rid of, or same thing, do consignment for. This one, I did bang this up a little bit. I was wearing this thing everywhere. It is a tangible watch.
It is heavy, yeah. Is
It
this
needs to be, like, you can see up here, I have a big scuff at
where?
right here. Because unfortunately, I wear my watch on my right wrist, just like you.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyone that wears watches on the left.
Yeah, no, it's. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's gashed right there.
That was actually from hitting someone else's watch.
Oh, really? You got.
That was
These watches are getting so expensive, you might have to follow like an insurance claim. This would be a better piece for us to consign simply because we don't move a lot of Omegas, and then, you know, yeah, we can fix all that.
Yeah.
I prefer consignment on Omegas because
Yeah.
otherwise, if I buy enough of them, they just tie up a lot of money and they don't move fast.
No, yeah.
If you're not in a rush, I think this could sell between 15 to 45 days on average.
Yeah.
It just depends. Like this is being, you know, a sportier model. I think it'll sell a little quicker if the price point's correct.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know.
And I want to price it aggressively too. So
Yeah. If like, what did you?
I bought it right. I paid 42, like 4,200. Like I got like 20% off, and I did a trade actually, so I didn't pay tax on it.
Gotcha.
And I think they go for like 52 retail
52.
right now plus tax.
He's actually somebody I would personally ask. Where do you see this watch, Joseph?
I want to list it probably like 35.
There's a little gash, but it's really under the loop. You can see it. You can't really see it like. It doesn't stand out very much.
How much?
Cost for like $39.50. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say it would cost to fix that?
No, maybe $100 just to get that polished out. I mean, it's because it is like a little deep.
Yeah.
It'll never go all the way out, but they can hide it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, for
Like
sure.
they can make it look like it's not there, but it's always going to be there if you look for it.
Yeah.
So, and it's not a big deal because whoever's going to buy this watch anyways is going to wear it a lot and most likely beat it up again anyway. So it's what these people buy these watches for, is to beat around in.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I was even thinking like aggressively pricing it at like 35, and like person trying to get like 3 for it.
3.
So.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can do that. Cool.
Wimbledon yet?
You did. I was just telling you.
Was it that Wimbledon?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had a different
I
one.
wanted the bigger one, but
Yeah.
You want the two-tone, but you want two-tone.
two-tone,
But try
or
this
it
for
can be
size.
like that. Just,
Or steel.
yeah.
Yeah. Try this.
Don't we have one? You gotta try it on.
Pero se ve más grande.
What do you normally wear?
This is 36.
I have this one. I have this one.
Okay. If you're okay, I can already tell you. If you're used to wearing a sub, you're not gonna want a 36 millimeter date.
That's what I keep trying to tell
It
them.
wears too small.
Yeah, it's small.
It'll look nice for right here because we have big beautiful LED lights and it's brand new and you don't own it yet. As soon as you get home after a day, you'll have buyer's remorse.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I can promise you. You
I mean,
don't.
I have this one already, and I like it. I use it all the time.
Oh really?
Yeah, but if I'm gonna get this one, I'd
Should
rather
be the bigger one.
the bigger dial.
Go for the bigger one because if you get the 41 in that, that's the two-tone rose gold Wimbledon dials is right now the most sought after date just.
Right.
So if you ever get bored with it and decide you want to trade out or sell it, a 41 is going to be easier to sell than
But
a
you're saying
36.
you can get it like pretty quick.
Yeah, I can have it
Yeah.
in a day or two. Maybe
Yeah, it takes a
tomorrow.
few days. If I get it in time today, I can have it here tomorrow.
Here, I'll put a
Because
call
we'll
out
be
right
here
now.
on Saturdays.
Right.
Sí, pero ya me gustó esto.
We could for sure find it by tomorrow and have it shipped overnight for Saturday morning, if that's one you want.
Yeah.
Brand new, right?
Yeah. You want brand new, right? Or you going used, okay?
I mean,
Price difference, you're only going to be looking at 1,000 to
1,500.
1,500 max on pre
Pretty much
right now
taxes.
because of the market. So to give you an idea, these are my dealer groups. They just quoted me 16.5 on a 41 millimeter. I've got to make at least $1,000, so your cost if I get a 41 is going to be 17.5.
So how much is this one right now to walk out the door?
13.5. Our sport models aren't. I don't
Yeah, but
negotiate. Oh, with everything, with tax. Out the door, you're looking at 14,613.75.
Okay, let's do it. Can I send you 613.75 right now through Venmo?
Yep.
Leave it at 13 flat.
Mhm.
Pay you cash. Because
That's fine.
I'm going gambling and I need them more cash on.
That's fine with me. Hey, I need 3 watches that were priced good in. Yeah, I want to put these in our premier group.
For sure. I bought that for
What's that?
$55. It's naked.
It's naked. Okay, that's a good. That's hidden class. Okay. I need some cheaper stuff too. Something like that. Yeah, give me another Kermit. That's a good watch. That went fast. Which Tudors do we own?
These right here, they're all together.
Give me that one.
Oh, you know what we can do? The blue one that we bought for
This one
Daniel.
here?
That's naked, right? Which one?
Daniel from Premier that we bought for $3,000.
Oh, where's that one at?
Yeah, we can do
Oh, give me that one. Yeah.
What is it?
It's that blue Tudor Pelagos. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab a chocolate Daytona also. We have too many of those. All right, I'm gonna post these in Premier Club today.
Hello.
And then Marco, your day is tomorrow.
How you doing today?
Pretty good.
That's good. Glad to hear. I was speaking to you regarding the Daytona, correct? On the Oyster Flex?
Correct.
Yes, sir. So just wanted to run you through the process of everything. Pretty much you were asking for wire info. Where are you located, if you don't mind?
California.
Cali? Okay, perfect. So yes, we do use FedEx. Will be overnight. There is tax involved. It'll be based off of the county that you live in, the address on your driver's license. So pretty much the process from here. Have you ever used Zelle or Venmo before?
Wait, so it's 40,500 plus tax?
That's correct. All of our watches will be plus tax.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm good then.
All right, understand. Just let me know if there's anything that we can help out with. But yes, there will be tax included with our watches.
All good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
What's up, man? What type of heat you got on today, Elliot? We saw your. Was that a ghost?
What?
Was that a ghost?
No.
Oh.
Titanium.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. I got some watches here.
Let me see what you have.
All right.
Where's Marco and Anthony?
Marco's right here. You know.
Stop.
Rose gold baguette.
Baguette?
Yeah.
How much?
53.
What? 50?
53.
Hello.
No, that's too much.
2021.
How much?
Brand new.
How much?
For you, 58.
No, you crazy.
What do you want for it?
52.
52? Oh, that's too low.
And this is an old card, right?
Yes.
Yes.
How much?
40. That's good.
I buy new for 40.
Yeah.
Show me.
So that one.
Oh, I'll show you.
It's a red sub, but the
It's like a game show. Just tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Let me see all the Rolexes.
All the Rolexes?
How much is that? Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, 36. 13. Huh?
What else? What else you got?
Pass?
Yeah.
Pass.
How much is that
We
turb
need-
that Anthony posted today?
Huh? Turb that Anthony posted today?
Not for sale.
Damn, I was about to tell you a price too.
You can have it for $225.
Dang, that was better than my price I was gonna give you.
What do you have in AP right now?
LeBron.
We just got a LeBron.
Do you have any Chrono Blue Chronos? Brown Chronos?
I have a 15202, but I mean it's not a chrono. What would you pay for that?
Me too. We can't move it.
You can't move it?
Mine's archived.
I don't think I've ever heard Elliot say he can't move something.
I mean, I can.
What about the perpetual calendar?
You know how much I paid?
Can you pass me that?
I paid 70.
73. That's good. This one's an E serial. What would you pay for an E serial?
You have papers?
Yeah, I think he has everything. I think it's complete. Fresh service. How much?
And service it?
Yeah.
Good seeing you, and I mean, we can't be more, thankful for you helping us with the Bitcoin conference.
Dude, it was my pleasure. That was an experience for sure.
really
Holy
was.
cow. So before we start kind of diving into the store, and I saw that you had sent those inspiration pics, we're going to be diving in, creating a mood board, really kind of understanding the bits and pieces that'll be going into play. We wanted to spend some time discussing the campaign and make sure that we're keeping that kind of going and trucking as well. Now, first and foremost, and I'm looking off screen at the agenda that we wrote, the parts that we had discussed, and I just want to confirm with everybody on this call, are kind of a thank you mailer. So just something to get out to the community saying, thank you, we appreciate you. The first physical thing that they're actually going to be getting from the company. And we're thinking, after discussing it, I have some high-end cars, and one of the car companies that I have, Lamborghini, sent me a placard, and it was just kind of a nice acrylic thing that said thank you. It had a picture of the car, and then it had a little stand, and it's just something like that was maybe made out of stamped metal that would say thank you to the people that have supported you along the way.
So it's a three-part thing, right? You're talking about essentially a thank you card for an introduction, and then an intermediate, like a small gift, and then a final, a 2 or 3 weeks out invitation to the formal thing, which probably needs to be a month out at least so people can plan travel.
Let's look at watch rolls. Let's look at hourglasses. Let's look at time-based and thematically based things. Maybe you have 2 logos. One for Gentlemen Timepieces, is that for all corporate communication, and then one that's for YouTube, that are super highly correlated, so that visually you can see that they're the exact same family.
So,
right?
The thing you've got to understand is the Timepiece Gentleman is my social media persona. When I started this, I was a solo person. So the Timepiece Gentleman is not the business, that's a social media image. Gentlemen Timepieces is Marco and I, that's the business.
How correlated to that logo, and should we draw any inspiration from that icon, I should say, which is more what it is, that icon that was at the top of your booth. Should that have any relationship to Gentlemen Timepieces?
That logo needs to stay because that's how it started. It's, people see that logo, they don't have to see a name, they know what that logo means.
Do you want to see a more stylized version of that kind of modernizes it in stylistically?
I'd really just, I don't know. I don't feel like
it's fine being left alone, honestly.
Marco mentioned that we're going to be branching into jewelry. Well, obviously, Gentlemen Timepieces does not let people know we sell jewelry also. So an idea I had was, and I put this out there, should we change the name to something more uniform and more global, to where it's not singled out to just men's watches. We have women's watches as well, but 2, would let people know that there is a jewelry line as well. Basically adding the word jewelers. Or,
so it could be like something like TPG Jewelers.
Well, that's what. Well, that was actually in my agenda. Should it say the full word, or should the logo go to like a letter blend, like TTG?
Honestly, I don't think you change based on everything. I put it out there on Facebook and Instagram, and I asked some people. We've already established Gentlemen Timepieces. That is a name, that is a brand. The Timepiece Gentleman is a social media brand. You don't want to confuse people just to change the name to accommodate one person. We've built something that works. The whole purpose of adding another name for the jewelry is to add in the feminine touch. Adding Gentlemen Jewelers that wouldn't even make sense. Like, we just keep it Gentlemen Timepieces. You add in a feminine name for jewelry because that then opens it up. If women that have never heard of us and they walk by on the street and they see Gentlemen Timepieces, they're going to think, oh, it's only men's watches. But if by the sign it says Gentlemen Timepieces, and then next to that in pink cursive it says whatever, La Petite Jewelers, something, I don't know, that is obviously feminine and it's pink or red or whatever, that's going to let women know that there's something for them in there as well.
Either way, that would be something that we can explore. We can let that sit For right now, what we want to zero in, the secondary name for the jewelry kind of sub-brand on the exterior of the building. Right now, we need to explore the thank you, and the thank you should either be from Gentlemen Timepieces or the Timepiece Gentlemen.
Gentlemen Timepieces is the company. That's the brand. That's everyone involved.
Okay, great.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, Pete. How's it going?
It's good. Marco and I have actually been talking this morning, and I think
Making a power move.
I think we're just going to go ahead and pass on the national. Yeah, because whenever the way I see it is, we just came in there and we made them a better offer than any landlord or any tenant is ever going to make them. 0 TI, $100,000 deposit up front, 10-year lease. I mean, and then a build out. We've got social media. All the other stuff I told you that's coming, you know, if they want to sit around and take their time with an art gallery, that's fine. But we're going to go ahead and move on. And we're just going to look for space here. We're going to look for bigger space here at the Crescent.
Okay.
And just keep it here. It's got to have the same wow factor as when you walked into that space we were looking at. So I want a high floor, a good view, windows. We're just going to build, I want 2,000 square foot at least. We're just going to build out 2,000 square foot into a nice showroom there, because that'll allow us. What we've decided is that rather than dump $2 million into one big space, we're going to dump $2 million into 5 spaces. Meaning we're going to open an office in Miami, LA, New York, and probably in Austin. Is there any chance I can see something today, just to get a feel for what I'm looking at?
Yeah, possibly.
We're not changing our mind. We're pivoting.
Pivoting, exactly.
Yep. They took too long, so I'm not even interested anymore. So I don't care what they come back with today. Tell them we're not interested.
All right, see ya.
Bye. I think that makes more sense. So what we've talked about this morning was, rather than go to the big, massive store downtown,
Which is going to create way bigger overheads. And then obviously you guys, we think it's more important to have a less overhead, more money for you guys.
We're gonna go back to like being on the 9th floor where we're not having a showroom. We're doing more.
We're doing a showroom. It's just
gonna
going
be a
to be on the 9th floor.
it's going to be a store still, but it's going to be,
Won't be ground floor.
Yeah, it won't be.
Which
it'll
is
be
even safer for us anyways.
Right. If we're not going to spend that much money on a big store and all the outfitting that's going to take, we can spend that money on a bigger office for you guys and more salespeople. We need 5 or 6 more online salespeople. Bad.
As soon as this gets on YouTube, you know how many phone calls we're going to get for people wanting to uproot their lives to come.
We're not hiring just yet, guys.
It's
going to be. We are going to be hiring, but this time going forward, it's going to be qualified candidates.
We get more applications than a McDonald's.
You have to have sales experience. You have to have watch knowledge, all the above. Let's call Nishu. He's going to hate us.
What up?
How's your morning going?
Good.
You in a good mood? Okay, great, because we're about to change everything up.
Oh, no.
That's what I was expecting.
So I think we're going to pass on the National Building.
Why?
Because they won't.
They're playing games.
They won't give us a lease. Now they are. And look, I get it. They have stuff they have to go through and protocols and all that, but we've already come to the table with the best offer anyone's ever going to give any landlord, and they still can't make a decision. So what we're thinking now is we're going to go into a bigger office here at the Crescent, 2,000, 2,500 square foot. It will be up on a high floor. It'll be an appointment only type thing. People come up, they're buzzed in. Still all the same. Keep all the same ideas we had, but we're going to have to condense it down to, 2,000 or 3,000 square feet. 10th floor and above, there's a view. You can add a little bit more to it. We're still at the hotel. There's still restaurants, so there's still a lot to offer for them.
Super.
Cool. Well, good news is you don't have to build a 2nd floor now.
That's good. That'll save some time. So,
Right.
All right, buddy. Yeah, we just gotta get a move on. You know what I mean?
I'm trying, dude. It's hard to do anything until we have we're sitting here waiting for that. We can do all the planning in the world, but until they give us a lease to sign, there's nothing we can really do.
Okay,
cool.
Well, keep me updated.
All right, we'll do.
All right, buddy. Bye.
All right, buddy. It's an OP30. That's the new OP36
Yeah, so it's got
offering
fluorescence on those
7,200 plus label. Whenever when you put a call out and the dealer quotes you a price, don't start negotiating with them until you've got a commitment from your buyer and a deposit. Because if you start negotiating with a dealer, if you go back to a dealer and you say, hey, would you do 72? Some dealers are going to consider that a sold. Whether you say sold or not, they're going to consider it a sold if they accept it. So just don't negotiate with them until you've negotiated with the buyer.
Remember the screw problem?
You fix it?
Yes.
Well, I sold him another AP.
That's fine. We still got to fix the problem.
Okay.
Apparently, I could have just walked into AP and be like, Marco from the Timepiece Gentlemen here needs 2 screws.
You did that?
No. Somebody messaged that on one of the groups as I posted it again, and I was like, why can't I find this? Just like, why don't you just go to RM? I was like,
I should go in there. They
I
love
was like,
me.
yeah, I should just go in there. And just
Can I take it in there
Can I
today?
get who do I talk to in the parts department? Just,
Can I take it there?
today? I guess.
So where are we at? Did we do the Frank Mueller? Do you have the box?
Yes.
Set aside?
Yes.
Okay. Is this on the website? It's the Krypton Carbon. The next is the 15202. Let's see. This is the E serial, I believe. Can you look in here? This is the box for it. Can you tell me what years on those papers? The books are underneath it. Do you have a full set pick of the 15202? It doesn't have it on there though? Because I'm going to mark it on... I'm marking it on here also so we have a second reference. Okay. I thought I read it was a 2000. Because the other one we've got is a 2018. Is Trent, the Panerai 932, is this on the website?
Yes, sir.
What's it listed at?
It's on sale originally from 11.5 to 10.5.
Next is date just 36. Do you have the 36 millimeter date just on the website? All right, cool. Okay, are you there? So it's Tudor Heritage Chronograph Blue.
No, we have a poor connection.
What?
You said, "Are you there?"
Where?
No, you were like, "Hey, are you there?" Like, you
Oh.
just said, and I was like, "I have a poor connection."
I meant on this. So why does yours
117.
Okay, so here's what it's missing. So it says SS, stainless steel.
Right.
Put white dial, SS, white dial. Do we have the papers to this Tudor, Dylan? It's complete, so I need the box and papers to this one.
Complete. What year is it?
That's what I need. This is from, so this is new. So once you write that, once we get the year, pull it, where's it at?
Right here.
So put, they're gonna find that first. White dial, May 2021, brand new inbox. Then yeah, we'll pay for it. Because the one that we're selling is this one. That's the one I gave him for Christmas.
Yeah, I'll just remind you.
No, okay. Make a note that we need to pay for that. So the white ceramic Hublot, is it full set shot or full shot?
It's
Full
on
set.
the website. It just needs the full set picture.
Whenever you take full set pictures of these watches, like if a watch ever comes in a bad case like this,
Yeah.
make sure you get pictures of the
Yeah.
watch in the case.
Gotcha.
Open it up, take a few pictures, get some pictures around. I mean, people want to see, like that's what's going to sell this watch,
Yeah.
is the
Yes,
presentation.
two-tone.
Gotcha.
All the extra boxes we're going to keep upstairs. All the ones that actually have papers and stuff in them, I think we should keep
That's a good idea.
down here just to make it.
Which one is this for? This is the.
So this is for the Pave Diamond. Oh, this, and then make sure, so you know on so you
Right,
stay
yeah.
on track. Put it upside down once you've marked it.
Okay. Which one is it?
This is
Unico
the-
skeleton.
Yes, the full diamond one.
Is it shot with everything on the website?
Is the
Pave.
is the diamond
Is it
Hublot?
shot with
Let me see. It's on the website. I'm gonna see if it needs a full set. It just needs a full set.
All right, here you go, Dylan. Next up is that two-tone GP. The two-tone rose gold blue dial, Gerard Perigo. Oh yeah, find those. We have the same watches. There's two of them. There's rose gold two-tone on a bracelet, and then there's rose gold blue dial on a strap.
Well, this one's a chrono, and this one's
Oh, they're almost the same then. Look at that.
Can you check the website and see if it's good? Gerard Perregaux?
Both of Gerard Perregaux are on there. I just need the full set photos.
For both of them?
Yes, sir.
So, okay. Anything that separates a model, a current model within its production from another production number. So, for example, this being like a early serial number with the green loom versus the mass-produced 10-year run of the blue loom, that separates it from the herd. Therefore, you know, altering it to the blue loom might hurt the value down the road. But if you're just flipping the watch and you don't care, then sure. But you'll take that away from the next guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 10-4, totally. I also had a quick question. Another question. Do you ever get the white gold Pepsi with the blue dial?
The white gold Pepsi with the blue dial, I can get it.
Yeah. Is there a ridiculous markup?
I think there's going to be a markup based on what the market price is. Whether it's ridiculous or not, that's on you. I don't.
The white gold blue retail is 38 and some change. So just say 39. The blue dial goes for mid 40s. The old discontinued black dial goes for low 40s, and the meteorite is in the 60s.
Okay.
If that gives you an idea, but they're all roughly the same retail, give or take a couple $1,000s.
Hey, so what do you think between that and the blue face Sky Dweller?
The Pepsi all day.
Yeah.
You're paying the same. You're paying slightly more for a solid precious metal watch versus almost 3 times the retail for a stainless steel piece.
Yeah, some people were saying that with the white gold it's softer, so it's gonna get more dings versus the stainless steel. What's your take on that?
Are you competing in an Ironman competition?
No.
Or are you just gonna wear the watch?
Yeah, just gonna wear it.
Yes, it is true that gold is softer, but this is Anthony, by the way. I wear stainless steel watches to the gym, and I wear gold watches to the gym, and I've never had an issue. Unless you're out there beating, if you're out there beating it up, then that's something to consider. But if you're just wearing the watch casually every day, then choosing between steel or gold because of its density is not a...
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
So I'm in Bedford. I literally could just drive over there
Yeah.
and drop off cash if that's me, right?
Of course, just come by, and you're more than welcome to check out our showroom and see what we have to offer. And if you like something here, you can buy it today. Or if you definitely want us to allocate you something, we're more than welcome to accommodate you that way as well.
Man, I appreciate it. You guys, that's a big deal. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Anthony. Thank you too, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.